Alright guys, here we are into the finals of the Map of the Month tournament. It's going to be a best of 5 in between spawning in the lower right hand location. The purple Terran player MotM from Team Root. He is really good. Look, he's using the Q thing. How do you see that? He's like right clicking and then he's doing the faster mining. Like, see, he did it there. Like, he did it there. He did it there. Look at how fancy this guy is. He's gonna do it here? No. Here? 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 No, not doing it anymore. Yeah. MotM is your purple Terran player in the bottom right. His opponent is in the top left. He is the oGsjookTo player, oGsjookTo. Is he on that new team? I wonder. What is it called? It starts with an A. Apex? Is that what it's called? It has an A and an X in it, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, the map. Let's talk about the map. What map is this? Bel'Shir Waterway by GDR. Okay. Already, let's see. Well, I can count the bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fifth base looks impossible to hold or to secure. The fifth base also looks like it's doesn't have 2 gases, only 1 gas. And then the sixth base has 2 gases, but it's way far away. But let's look at the main. Let's start off with the main here. Hold on, I can't understand what's happening here. Is that just a lower area? Hold on. Is this just like a balcony? That's really cool. That's really annoying though. Imagine if you have this base as your third and your opponent drops up here. How are you going to deal with it? Can you reach that area, I wonder? Like a siege tank up here? LOL? That'd be pretty bad. We'll have to see if MotM decides to utilize that. Right, main base. Not a lot of airspace. Not a lot of airspace at all. Though, are these cliffs? No, they're not cliffs. See little streams down there, a nice little waterfall. It's a nice little waterfall. Wow, this looks like a really cool place to hang out. Like to walk down here. Jump in the water. Jump in the water from up here. Oh, that looks like it'd be so much fun! I want to go to this place in real life. This looks like a bridge. Like just climb over these rocks up here and then just jump into the water. Oh man, I wish a place like this existed in real life. This looks, there's another bridge here. Jump into the water from up here. That'd be so much fun. Assuming there's no alligators in there, that would suck. Alright. Oh, this would be another cool place to hang out. Wow. I like this map. Again, this is Bel'Shir Waterways by GDR. Nice little waterfall. That's so cool. I want to hang out here, IRL. Anyway, let's look at the natural. So let's see here. Decent amount of airspace out here. Muta's could be really nice. Look how close this mineral line is to. You can barely squeeze in turrets back here. This is definitely wall-offable. That's a funny word to say, or a phrase. Wall-offable. That is a word. Wall-offable. Is this choke wall-offable? Somebody, I just coined it. I just coined that. Nobody still. I've already had the Artosis pylon, or the tasteless pylon, stolen from me. It was actually in an ESV weekly tournament, maybe. No, I don't know what it was. But there's an Artosis pylon, and I said, oh, the pylon that joins the Artosis pylon is the tasteless pylon. And then someone else used it a month later, and they got credit for it. That's okay with me, though. Oh, that thing looks. Oh, it's a layout. That thing looks scary. Anyway, is this wall-offable? That's my phrase from now on. Yes, it is. Cool. So that's the natural. Let's go into the third. So you see Hellions trying to do some damage. Not getting too much done. Ramp there. This is very Tal'Darim-esque as far as the third compared to the main, compared to the natural. Oh, you know what would be really good here? Blink would be so good here in PvP. You can engage here. And then right away you can just blink up here if you want. Have an observer here. Here's the natural. Engage in there, back up, blink up here. Even have an Essentia here, and you can actually force field the ramp. From right over here. Blink up. Easy. Cool. Fourth base. I spent half these games just like analyzing the map and just looking at it. It's the map of the month. Why not? One gas here. It is a regular Vespene Geyser. Only 6 mineral patches. Let's see, how easy is that to secure? You can wall up here, no big deal. Then the only choke point you have to realize you have to worry about is this one. And this one, but you could wall off this really easily. So this is kind of cool. You just wall off here and here, and you just engage through here. You cover your flank fairly well, but there's a weak point. If you start coming out here, that's when Azure can start counterattacking behind you through here. But maybe wall this off and take this base. Oh, because that's the only entrance. This is the only entrance to that base. Cool. So you just completely wall this off, maybe? I don't know. Just theorizing. Anyway, lots of roaches coming across the field here from oGsjookTo, but MotM has these tanks on the high ground. I don't see this doing much. Now, MotM might have to lift off this orbital command. oGsjookTo would be better off engaging from this side, but he's going to try to engage into the natural expansion. Again, there's tanks on the high ground, though. There's an Overseer there, so oGsjookTo going to try to target part of the tanks. MotM's doing a great job pulling back that tank a little bit further back, but oGsjookTo doing a lot of damage. MotM still has tanks on the high ground. Bunker gets done. Marine's stimming to try to get in there, and they're going to be successful. SCV's going to try to repair that. Are they going to be in time? No, they're not going to be in time. Marine's going to be exposed, but the roaches will fall, and MotM dropping their meals. So MotM handling that without too much difficulty. Without too much difficulty. And let's check on things. 1-1 on the bio, so he's going for bio tank. 2 additional factories being added up here. I'm going to start walling off this area. Yeah, just wall this off and put a bunker back here, and like this place is secure. Maybe a tank, and you're absolutely secure back here. And you move on to this space. It's not as important that there's only one gas here because MotM is pretty much prioritizing the bio right now, which is very mineral intensive, not as gas intensive as say mech. Wall this off. Let's see what the Zerg's up to. oGsjookTo taking this base first. Interesting. Adding on the spines and the spores. Love that decision. Spreading out those overlords. Oh, these are islands. I didn't even look at them. Or is it? It's a low ground island. Is there like a gap there? Do you have to jump over that? That's interesting. So you'd still need a warp prism to get down there with the probe. But if you put a pylon on the high ground, you can warp in there, no problem. But you can't warp in probe, so you still need a warp prism no matter what there. Unless, of course, you mothership recall, which is silly. Squadron of Marines coming forward from MotM. Trying to engage in that base at the same time. Swinging around to the right side of the map. Should start leapfrogging those tanks. These have a very nice supply count. 159 and 147. oGsjookTo has a nice flank opportunity here. He might just try to counterattack. But MotM is going to be prepared for that. He has a tank there, and it looks like MotM... Oh, no! Okay, I thought his tanks were going the long way. That's not good. MotM is unsieged pretty much everywhere. He has to be very careful. He doesn't know where his opponent is. Now he does. Stimming up the Marines and Marauders. Tank at a siege. He's not going to get too much damage done. MotM retreating back with his Marines and Marauders to try to deal with this. There are infestors in play here from oGsjookTo. So MotM has to be careful. Tanks are all on their own. That's no fun. Infested Terran's going to do a lot of damage. Can target down and kill every single one of these if they want. MotM scrambling back with his Marines and Marauders, trying to defend these tanks. Going to defend 2 of them, but decent damage done from oGsjookTo. He has 3 Ultralisks on the way. 4 Infestors still here. And now he's going to try to defend this base. And he should be able to. There's no medevac support here from MotM. Okay, there's the medevacs. I love this tank positioning back here. He really needs to clear up this creep, though. A little bit concerning. Takes down a Queen, going after the spines as well. Infestors and Lings coming forward. Fungal going down on the Marines and Marauders. Tanks trying to siege up. Upgrades 2-1 of care pace 4. oGsjookTo 2-2 for MotM. No, not starting with 3-3. Doesn't quite have the minerals in the gas. Really needs to take another base here. But he's doing a great job denying this base. oGsjookTo getting out of there. Drone's still alive! But this hatchery will fall. Absolutely. Wall of will fall. This hatchery will absolutely fall. Is the hatchery will fallable? Wall offable will fallable. Stop. Alright. Oh, MotM's just a great move there from MotM. There's nothing to kill the medevacs, so he's just going to lift off and get out of there. A few vulnerable tanks here. These medevacs need to return home here. MotM. Get these medevacs out, man. Get them medevacs out. There we go. But great creep spread here from oGsjookTo. MotM not really doing the best job denying that. And oGsjookTo going to try to engage it, but that's a lot of stuff from MotM. Even stimming all of his stuff. Medevacs here with full energy going to come here and start healing up these Marines and Marauders. Medevacs heal really fast. MotM checking out this potential flank path. 4 depots here. I would put a bunker back here. For fun. oGsjookTo going to try to flank, and MotM finally clearing up that creep. Still a few tumors down here that he needs to deal with. But oGsjookTo took this base at the far left-hand side. These Marines and Marauders are going to get surrounded immediately. And MotM going to be up in supply 192 to 152. Doesn't want to lose these medevacs, though. And there's the fungal there from oGsjookTo. Now, MotM is maxed. But now he needs to start thinking about taking his 5th base. Might try to take it here. Looks like he's going to go for a medevac marine drop. Ooh, MotM taking down an infestor or 2. MotM coming across the left side here. Where is he going to engage? Again, I would just wall this off. You don't need to come over here. Just wall it off, put a supply depot. And then make this your main engagement point. Incorporate drops. I want him to utilize this shelf really bad. I really want him to utilize that. I feel like this is utilizable. oGsjookTo going to try to engage here with all of his ultras, but MotM has so much bio here. All the ultras are just going to melt away. Great trade there from MotM. Units lost shows 12,000 to 10,000 in favor of the Terran player. MotM continuing to surge forward with his Marines and Marauders, starting to clear up that creep again. And there's the wall off we were looking for. We got 3 barracks. Command center, and it's a planetary, but oGsjookTo decided he wants to engage, throwing down the fungals onto his opponent. MotM trying to split up those units. The Ultra's doing a lot of damage here. They are upgraded 5 carapace, 2 weapons, but MotM's going to have enough to shove that off for now. Submarines and Marauders heading over to the left-hand side here. And MotM's going to continue coming forward. The tanks are not seized. The Marines and Marauders getting cupcaked with that fungal growth, and oGsjookTo isn't going to be able to clean this up. MotM forced to retreat with these tanks. Marauder Marine reinforcements coming in as fast as they can to help. And oGsjookTo going to back away for now, but oGsjookTo refusing to fall. MotM really going for it at this point in time. oGsjookTo have enough to deal with this. 12 Lings, 2 Ultras, 4 Infestors in production. He still has 16 larvae to utilize, but not the most insane bank in the world. Might be deciding what to build. Marines and Marauders attacking this hatchery. It's going to fall. Oh, and we have some March in that base, and that's going to be... Ooh, if MotM's tanks were a little bit further forward, it could really help supplement this army. Marines and Marauders, a little bit misclicked there. MotM gonna try to take this island expansion at the bottom left, but his opponent's on top of it. oGsjookTo gonna go for it right now. MotM trying to drop some units to help out, but can oGsjookTo clean this up with his Lings and his Ultras? I'm not so sure. MotM still has so much stuff coming across the map here. MotM able to take down that overload at the top right, not able to land at the bottom left. And MotM starving out his opponent at this point in time. 180 to 114 supply. His natural has no drones. Income tab shows... Oh, he does have a lot of drones. But this is almost mined out. This is mined out. And MotM even dropping at this natural expansion location. And there's the GG from oGsjookTo. So, MotM going to take game 1 of this finals best of 5 from Map of the Month. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 will come up after a quick break. Alright. Let's go into game 2. This is going to be Bel'Shir something or other? Bel'Shir Waterway? Is that what this is? Hold on. I want to say it's Bel'Shir Waterway. No, it's not. We just had Bel'Shir Waterway. Wightbane Gorge? Yeah, Wightbane Jorge. I like to call it. Wightbane Gorge by GDR. And we saw a PvT here earlier. Didn't we? Yeah, we saw a PvT here earlier. It was game 2 between Arthur and oGsjookTo. oGsjookTo was able to win it. oGsjookTo is your Zerg player in the top right-hand location. Currently down 0-1 to his opponent. In the bottom left, it is MotM from Team Root Gaming. The purple Terran player. This is the map of the month's $400 finals. $400 tournament, but this is the final. Are we in the game? Yes, we are. Yeah, this is the final. Best of 5. MotM trying to win all that cash. But can he do it? Let's look at this map once again. Main base is pretty big. Pretty fancy proxy location would be like right here. Pylon low ground, gateways high ground. First thing I look for is the main base and proxy, potential proxy spots. These spikes look terrifying to fall on top of. Airspace, not too much. Not too much airspace behind the map. Though on this side a little bit more, but still, a turret here would definitely shut that down. Natural expansion, still not a lot of airspace. Nice little clip here that can definitely be taken advantage of by drops. See if MotM decides to do that. I think we've decided that this would be the more natural third. Take down these rocks and you can take that really easily, and you can completely wall off this ramp if you want as you go and take that. MotM going to send one Marine at a time here, and he has a bunker in production. oGsjookTo just now seeing this. Pulling 2 additional drones to try to deal with this, but we have a Marine about to start engaging here. This bunker might actually end up finishing up. oGsjookTo going to back away. That drone is incredibly low in health, down to 4 HP. Thinking about taking the gas. He tried to take the gas, but the drone ended up falling. And Masa's going to continue reinforcing here behind this. He's not all in at all, guys. He has a command set on the way, 2 additional gases, continuing with the SCV production. Trying to pick 2 racks here. oGsjookTo forced to build 2 queens and 4 lings, adding on to the existing 4 that he has. oGsjookTo going to try to run around with those lings. Going to try to catch off reinforcements. That Marine might get away, though, and he will be able to get away. Going to run right into that bunker. Hatchery, 1200 HP. And I love this. oGsjookTo patrolling, does not want any more reinforcements coming. And then we'll eventually try to surround his opponent. More lings coming down the field. It looks like oGsjookTo going to try to engage. 2 queens going to reinforce. SCV is desperately trying to repair. They're going to get targeted down by oGsjookTo. The bunker is going to fall. Not able to get salvaged, and all these Marines are going to die. oGsjookTo deals with that without too much trouble. I love the positioning of the lings. But again, MotM behind this. He's been macroing. Command center. We got 2 gases. 2 guys in each gas. Already have a factory on the way. And a Hellion, and a reactor. So he's going to go into Hellion production fairly soon. It's also important to note this map is pretty big. This is a pretty big map. Very long rush distance. Speed is already done for oGsjookTo here. The 5th base seems like it might be an issue. Actually, maybe not as much. This from, oh my god, this map. Oh my god, I'm about to blow you guys' mind. Let me think about it a little bit more. This map is literally Cloud Kingdom. Look at the mini map and tell me it's not Cloud Kingdom. As far as mineral placements for main, natural, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. You know, in Cloud Kingdom we have the main here, the natural here, the 3rd in front over here, the 4th across over here, the 5th back over here, and then the 2 corners. Right? Did I blow your guys' mind? Did I blow your minds? And then the corner expansions. Of course, the difference is being the middle and how that works. I think this map is a lot bigger than Cloud Kingdom 2. So it looks like a bigger version of Cloud Kingdom with the different architecture in the middle here. Let me look at these ramps. There's an extra corner expansion? No, there's not. No, this would be the 3rd, this would be the 4th, and then there's the pocket one, right? And then there's the corner ones. No, this is the same exact expansions as Cloud Kingdom. Remember, Cloud Kingdom is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th is right here. And then there's the corner. Remember, the 5th is here, but the 5th is actually here. But the middle is what's different. Let me look at the middle really quick. We see Hellions trying to do damage here from massive. I'm trying to think about this. Choke point here. Choke point here. Still a lot of flank opportunities. The Watchtower still gives you decent map control, but again, there's lots of places that can be snuck around. Alright, looks like finally the first bit of action is going to happen here as MotM coming across the field. Lots of Hellions, lots of Marines, lots, 2 medevacs. oGsjookTo building 7 Banelings. Has some Lings ready to go. Going to go for the flank of the Banelings, trying to come in from behind. And wow, great damage done there from oGsjookTo. MotM, he can just pick up into these medevacs, keep that in mind. And that's exactly what he's going to do. That was the first major engagement of the game. Units lost 1,000 to 1,062. MotM trying to take down a queen here, and he's just going to lift off once again. Let's look at income tab really quick. 56 to 47 in favor of oGsjookTo. And oGsjookTo is going to be just fine here. Not an issue. Able to get that fast 3rd done. Income tab, 1 worker kill apiece. Income is 58 to 49 in favor of oGsjookTo. Alright. MotM is still trying to get some damage done here. behind this, what does he have going on as he lifts up into the medevacs? He's got 2 tanks. He's got tank marine production. Got some medevac production as well. Upgrade show 1-1 is almost done, but oGsjookTo is ahead in that upgrade count. 1-1 is already done for oGsjookTo. 2-2 on the way. Mixing in the banelings now. This could become very scary. Again, he's adding on that baneling speed. Not incredibly on top of his injections, which is understandable considering he's been under a lot of pressure in this game. Lots of lings in the middle here. MotM going for a tank marine push. Looks like he's just going to rally. He's not going to rally across the map, just going to assemble another army. Let's see how much damage he can get done here. He definitely wants to try to kill the third of his opponent. Scanning it, trying to see what's up. 13 banelings on the way. Baneling speed is not yet done. MotM sees what's up with that scan. Looks like he is going to back away, realizing, okay, my opponent might have speed. And I love this positioning on the high ground. It's exactly where you want to be. And this is something you can absolutely do on this map. Slow, methodical push. But keep in mind, MotM is only on 2 bases. oGsjookTo is on 3 bases. 7 mutas being added. Marines coming forward to try to clear up creep, perhaps, or to get a little bit of scouting information done. Sees the baneling, says run. The medevacs immediately lifting them off and into the medevacs. And look at that, the reinforcements coming in the form of a medevac drop. So instead of crossing this map with Marines and tanks, MotM decided to lift off those units into the medevacs and then using that to reinforce. And now MotM is slowly leapfrogging towards his opponent's third base. This is exactly how Terran is supposed to be played, in my opinion. Great play here from MotM, but oGsjookTo has those mutas on the field now, and MotM just now finishing 1-1, but again, he hasn't started 2-2. His opponent's about to finish 2-2, so MotM is going to be at an upgrade disadvantage here, and that's actually a pretty big deal. Let's check on this engineering base. I can't find them. There they are. Okay, just starting 2-2. oGsjookTo slowly picking off mutas, or actually Marines and tanks, or at least trying to, but oGsjookTo going to go for it, bringing forward all these lings and these banelings. The mutas targeting down the medevacs, actually going straight for the tanks, but so much stuff here from oGsjookTo. MotM going to try to bring forward reinforcements, but oGsjookTo has way too much. Medevacs are all going to fall, I would imagine. Oh no, these Marines need to continue engaging, or the lings, but oGsjookTo going to back away for now. oGsjookTo's up 156, 159 to 126 supply. Going to try to engage these Marines, but perhaps not the best decision there. But he can afford to make trades like that. MotM can be able to get this third on the ground though. Immediately dropping a bunch of mules. Swinging around the bottom with those mutas and going to go straight to the main base. MotM is not as prepared as he could be for this. He has 5 Marines here, but oGsjookTo going to take those down incredibly fast. And now MotM has to deal with both the mutas in his main base and a potential push into his third. MotM looking incredibly vulnerable right now. oGsjookTo playing this incredibly well. Has the fourth base secured. Both of his gases taken. Oh, muta's getting caught off guard by those Marines. oGsjookTo losing control a little bit, but now he's deciding to send his lings into the third base of his opponent. Keep in mind, this is not a planetary fortress. There is a tank on the high ground, I should say. But now oGsjookTo sending in the banelings, changing his mind though and backing away. A lot of indecision here from oGsjookTo. Might be waiting for those mutas, and then he might go for it. Explode all the banelings into the orbital. So here we go, oGsjookTo coming forward with all the lings and the banelings. Mutas targeting down the tanks. The banelings exploding into those Marines, going straight for that middle line, and MotM is losing so much stuff here. Oh man, oGsjookTo playing this so well. This could be an irrecoverable position. MotM, it's going to come 78 to 49. Workers killed 14 to 1. Hive on the way, 26 lings. Army supplies 75 to 64. In favor of MotM, but oGsjookTo again 79 to 53 in the harvesters. That's the big story here. And he has that fourth base, and he's been prioritizing those gases, so his gas bank is decent. Pathogen glands on the way, going to be starting to incorporate infestors. I would imagine him taking this base over here in just a bit. Fourth base seems very easy and accessible to take by the Zerg player on this map. Again, very long rush distance, which Zerg players are going to like. oGsjookTo setting up for a flank. MotM has to be very careful. Saw what's up on that watchtower. The tank's sieging up, but oGsjookTo leading with the mutas and not any of his other units. Going to try to set up a flank here. Has units absolutely everywhere. Might go for a baneling flank. MotM scanning, trying to see what's up. And what's up are the mutas. oGsjookTo at 168 to 157 in supply. MotM coming into the third base of his opponent. oGsjookTo. Oh, there's only 2 tanks. 2 tanks way back here from MotM. That has to be a mistake. And how can oGsjookTo engage this optimally? Here come the mutas, lings, and banelings from oGsjookTo. MotM needs to split like a champion, but oGsjookTo has way too much, it looks like. Maybe not. Hold on. Marines are good. MotM still with a lot of Marines alive, and oGsjookTo forced to engage with these mutas, but he should be able to clean this up. Lost a few drones there. 61 to 53 is now that harvester count. So MotM equalizing a little bit, but MotM needs a 4th base. He can't trade like that forever. Completely mined out of his main base momentarily, adding on some more barracks. There's the 4th base. Probably going to come over here, I would imagine. 3-3 is halfway done for MotM. oGsjookTo already has 3-3? No, 2-2. So it seems like oGsjookTo had an upgrade advantage a little bit earlier, but now MotM able to catch up and able to have an upgrade advantage. His 3-3 is going to be done before his opponents. MotM once again going to be engaging over here at the top side of the map into this 3rd base. Or 4th base, whatever you want to call it. MotM preemptively splitting those Marines, so it's going to be very difficult for oGsjookTo to engage this. And oGsjookTo might just end up counterattacking. Which might be the proper decision, just deny this 4th from going down. Planetary's on the way. That's not going to finish in time. There are some SCVs heading over here. But that's going to have to be cancelled, and MotM's going to have to get out of there. Muta's going to target it down as well. And the mutas will end up taking down that momentum. At the same time, oGsjookTo losing that 3rd base. Hatchery falls. Oh wow, he kept his command center alive. I'm really impressed. There's no mutas left. Very nicely done. MotM just now going to finish 3-3. Trying to get that planetary up and running, but oGsjookTo's on it. He has a bunch of lings over here getting ready to engage this. Lots of infested Terrans as well for either fungal or infested Terrans. It'd be cool if you could neural a planetary fortress, but that's not possible. Lings coming forward here from oGsjookTo. MotM doesn't have a whole lot to defend against. His planetary needs to finish up. I think he's going to have to lift and he's going to have to cancel it and leave. MotM losing a free tank, losing more SCVs. MotM really needs the space on the ground. Infested Terrans trying to waddle after this command center. But MotM. Uh-oh. No! MotM loses the command center. oGsjookTo targeting it down. MotM did not have to lose that. Got a little bit over anxious, and now he's going to have to rebuild that command center, and that's such a big deal. I don't know what these units are doing. Not exactly sure. But MotM has lost a lot of income too. 45 harvesters left. 22 killed there by oGsjookTo. But there's a drop at the middle right hand side location. Some drones going down. But I still have to put oGsjookTo at an edge. Probably. Taking the space at the bottom right. Really needs to get the gases there immediately. Gotta prioritize those. oGsjookTo still running around with these ultras and lings, trying to secure the map control. But again, MotM has been absolutely everywhere with his drops and with his harassment. And this is a really scary army. Again, MotM has 3-3. I think oGsjookTo is able to get 3-3. Yeah, oGsjookTo is fully maxed or fully upgraded there. 5-3 on those ultras. That's pretty scary. How many marauders? Not many marauders here from MotM. He has identified his opponents going for ultras, which marauders again are really good against. Speaking of marauders, 1 marauder versus 100 lings and 4 ultras. And that is not a fun way to die. And he's spared. Okay, he's dead. oGsjookTo again focusing on denying additional expansions from MotM. Something you can do on this map, and it's something I'd love to see him utilize. MotM sieging up the tanks here, but this isn't going to be enough. oGsjookTo sending a lot of his units into this base. MotM's going to have to lift off the supply depot wall and rely on reinforcements. He might have to lift this up and lose all these SCVs. Uh-oh, oGsjookTo's counterattack, very effective indeed, but can he deal with this push from MotM? Looks like he's backing away those Marines, Marauders, Medevacs. There are infestors underneath the ground. It might pop up and try to fungal. They do have enough energy. But MotM retreating as fast as he can to try to deal with this. He's down to 2 bases. His main is mined out. His natural's about to be mined out. oGsjookTo has a mining base over here. And oGsjookTo might look for an engagement very soon. You don't need to be engaging with the slings. Oh, oGsjookTo's so indecisive. No, he can't engage here. Okay, oGsjookTo's like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna chill. And MotM all of a sudden has a supply lead, 152, 148. Very nicely done. Pretty intense game going on. 26-minute mark. This map is pretty cool. You have 2 medevacs heading across the bottom right side. Maybe expecting the base to be... I think he just killed that, though. He might just stim and go into this base. Ooh, Infestation Pit is here, too. If he can get that, that'd be pretty big. Alright, here we go. MotM stimming into this bottom right-hand location base. But oGsjookTo coming forward with the Infestors and the Ultras is going to be able to fungal that and clean it up. But the story here is the push. That other push was a distraction for him. Marines, Marauders, tanks, sieging, so many tanks sieging up on the high ground there. Uh-oh, MotM needs to split up his units, doesn't want to get fungaled. All of his Marines getting killed incredibly fast. Trying to split them up, but oGsjookTo doing a great job with the Ultras. MotM still has too much, though. MotM sending some units into the main base. Leapfrogging those tanks. Exactly what he needs to do. And oGsjookTo might just counterattack again. Oh my gosh. What a headache this would be to deal with for MotM. MotM's going to have to leave these SCVs. Lift off his orbital command. At the same time, though, he's sending a lot of units into the main, targeting down those infestors. oGsjookTo still has a supply lead, 147 to 116. But MotM's Marines are still alive in his opponent's main base, wondering what I should target. Wondering what he should target. Oh, going after those infestors who use all their infested Terrans. That infestor dies. No, oGsjookTo. Oh man, MotM. Can he make it happen with this amount of units? 2 Ultras are on the way here from oGsjookTo. Grossly oversaturated at this base. Oh no, infestors underneath the ground. There go the infested Terrans! Absorbing all the tank shots, and now oGsjookTo has decided it is time to engage the Ultras coming forward. The tank's still distracted by those infested Terrans, reserving precious seconds for these Ultras to get their damage done. But MotM coming forward with the reinforcements. Oh, he's going to trap it, and there's the GG from oGsjookTo. So MotM taking a 2-0 advantage. Nice. MotM 2-0 advantage in this best of 5 finals of the $400 map of the month for September. All right. We'll be right back with game 3 after a quick break. I'm going to go get some NOS, enjoy the city view, and some music. Game 3, best of 5 on the way. It's going to be on Astro, Haze. I'm your action commentator, Axeltoss, bringing you Game 3 of a best of 5. In between spawning in at the bottom left-hand location, the yellows are... Okay, sorry, I'll stop. That was silly and ridiculous. I will never do that again. Actually, no promises on never doing it again, because that was a little bit entertaining for me. But here we are in Game 3 of a best of 5. MotM is your Terran player in the top right-hand location in the purple. He has a commanding lead, 2-0, in complete control of his destiny here. Actually, both guys are. What's up, chat? How's it going? Yeah, purple Terran player, top right, ROOTMaSa. I almost said MotM. That would have been incorrectly stated, but I didn't stick to it, so we're good. ROOTMaSa is up 2-0 in this best of 5. He's 1 win away from taking home this tournament. 1 win away. His opponent in the bottom left, it is oGsjookTo. I have a gander. He's on Apex right now, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to take another drink of my drink. Right. So, oGsjookTo must win 3 games in a row to pull out the victory. Is it possible? Yes. Will it be difficult? Yes. Is MotM a beast right now? Yes. Look out for MotM, guys. He's going to be really good. He's really good. Alright. So, the map. This is map of the month. Let's talk about the map. This map is Apex. No. What is it? Something Haze? Alpha Haze? Astro Haze. Astro Haze by Samro. We have seen a TVZ on this map already, maybe? Call me maybe? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. No, it was a PVT? PVZ? PVT? PVT. PVZ? PVT. PVT. Yes, it was a PVT between MotM and his previous opponent. Oh, drone! Wow, MotM getting the drone kill. That's huge. What was the guy's name? It was a really weird name. I don't remember. Okay. This map is Black Haze? What does that mean? You're wrong. This map is Astro Haze. Stop being silly in my chat, or I will ban you in a second. Yeah, so MotM, can he seal the deal? Can he complete victory? Mereel gonna try to target fire this drone. He's gonna run as fast as he can. Trying to get up that ramp. 4 lings on the way here. 2 queens. MotM just messing around. Massing around. Ha! See what I did there? MotM mess around. MotM. Sorry. It's terrible. Right. So massing around. And forcing some units out of his opponent while getting that natural expansion down, adding on 2 gases. This map is actually pretty large. This map is actually pretty large. Right. So, third base, we've debated. Should it be this one or should it be this one? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Someone arguing it's pronounced MotM. I don't necessarily agree. I wonder... This is a pretty cool watchtower, actually. Pylon cannon. Pylon cannon. Pylon gateway. No, pylon, gateway, cannon. Could you just, like, secure control of that? That'd be kind of cool. Anyway. Oh, oGsjookTo, what are you up to? oGsjookTo's about to juke into MotM's base with lots of banelings and zerglings. Uh-oh. MotMA, are you prepared? I don't think he is. 2 Hellions in the way, only Marines, no bunkers whatsoever. MotMA has absolutely no idea this is going on. oGsjookTo coming in with the Banelings. He does not want this to go late game. He wants to end this right here, right now. Wants to kill MotMA. Oh, the supply depot is not able to get raised, but now it is. Those Banelings saying, aw, why'd the Lings get in, not us? SCV is forced to be pulled here, but a lot of SCVs dying, and oGsjookTo getting so much damage. The Banelings in the natural expansion killing plenty of SCVs and mules, and Lings are still alive in the main base. Wow. oGsjookTo at 41 to 22 in that supply count. Income tab shows 37 to 15. Workers killed shows 17 to 1. Impressive. Impressive. oGsjookTo able to get a lot of damage done there. MotMA trying to counter with 3 Hellions. MotMA is from Canada. Corn in Spanish, isn't it mas, like M-A-Z? I'm talking to the chat. Anyway, you know, talking to the chat is fun and all, but this is going to be VODed, so people are going to be watching this like independently of having a live audience experience or a chat. By the way, if you're watching the VOD of this, this was streamed on my Twitch channel, which is at twitch.tv/Axeltoss. I live stream most tournaments I cast, and I live stream ladder play sometimes. So you can go to twitch.tv/Axeltoss and follow me on Twitch if you don't want to miss the live experience. Because watching VODs and all is fun, but the live experience might be a little bit better because you can interact more with me. Anyway, and maybe I'll say hi to you. Like I'm saying hi to BuzzBy27PW. Right. The VODs will be on YouTube. My YouTube channel, youtube.com/AxeltossSC. Yes, sir. Alright, so oGsjookTo up 89 to 67 in the supply count, and he's got a roach push coming. Lots of Lings too. oGsjookTo is not done with his aggression. MotMA trying to reinforce his wall. But he doesn't have any bunkers. Oh, wow, he's hiding all of his Marauders. And that's like exactly what he needs against these roaches, funnily enough. Alright. Alright, so oGsjookTo coming forward with the roaches, but MotMA about to say, surprise, I have Marauders, bro. And oGsjookTo says, never mind. I do not want to engage that. Thank you. Maybe next time. oGsjookTo making all them Banelings. Wants to end this right now. MotMA needs to have some really good control. MotMA is actually moving out, and now he's like, oh, oops. Raise supply depots, split up the units, but here come the Banelings exploding into the supply depots, the Lings and the Roaches from oGsjookTo, charging into MotMA's natural expansion. MotMA trying to split all of his units up, but here come the Ling reinforcements. Roaches trying to get their damage done, but stem is complete for MotMA. Does oGsjookTo have enough? And I think oGsjookTo doesn't have enough. MotMA able to clean this up. Has to rebuild those supply depots. Wow. Good hold there from MotMA. Good hold. oGsjookTo, 61 to 46. Still ahead in this game. 41-36. Not as far ahead as he was. oGsjookTo unable to put away MotMA. MotMA refusing to give up, refusing to quit, refusing to die. He is a member of Root Gaming. Oh! Oh wow, there's a hole, and oGsjookTo going to try to make this happen, getting inside, trying to surround all these Hellions and all these Marauders, but I don't think this is enough Lings, assuming MotMA micros a little bit. Uh-oh. oGsjookTo killing lots of SCVs here. But MotMA is getting closer and closer in supply. Like, MotMA is just refusing to die. Fish market and Fedora the Explorer, stop arguing in my chat, or I'll ban you both. Go stand in the corner. I'll tell you when you can come out. Unacceptable behavior. Unacceptable. I'm just kidding. MotM, bringing his Hellions out and Marauders. Looks like he wants to do some counter-aggression. And we have 7 mutas on the way. 7 mutas, and none of this shoots up. Oh, well, hold on. There's one Marine. There is one Marine versus all these mutas on the way. How many? 7. 1 versus 7. I'll let you all do the math in the chat. These players are actually circumventing each other. I'm using that here, even though it might not apply. There are no turrets. MotM has absolutely zero idea. oGsjookTo is going to have to give up this third base. But MotM's SCV line is getting absolutely dismantled. We have 1 Thor that's halfway done, and that represents pretty much the only answer. There are 3 Marines, but they're going to get targeted down and killed. MotM trying to stim. Muta's coming into the main base, taking out an SCV here and there. Uh-oh, trying to surround that turret. The turret is like a campfire. Trying to huddle around the campfire. The turret will end up completing. Hastily trying to repair, but the Muta's not going to be able to clean it up. And oGsjookTo going to have to back away for now. He did lose his third base, but here comes the counterattack. Lots of lings. They're going to surround these Marauders and Marines. They're trying to make it home. They're panting heavily, but they're going to get surrounded and destroyed. And what can MotM do to hold this off? This will be the end of MotM in game number 3. There is the GG, and oGsjookTo is going to start trying to claw his way back. This is a best of 5. MotM is 1 win away from taking home this tournament, but oGsjookTo saying, I'm not going anywhere, sir. oGsjookTo has to win 2 more in a row before MotM can win 1 more. Stay tuned. This is the Map of the Month tournament. Coming up, it's going to be game 4 between oGsjookTo and MotM. Do not go anywhere. Shout out to Jocko, David Zen, Aku Dati, Johnny Black Thumbs, Sea Monkey, DJ Helium, Alex DeBlom, and Callum Lawrence for following me on Twitter. Yes, they get shout outs. If you want a shout out, you know what to do. You know what to do. oGsjookTo trying to formulate a comeback. Trying to make it happen. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 4 of this best of 5 of the finals of the September Map of the Month tournament. Lots of money on the line here today. In the bottom right-hand location, we have the blue Terran player MotM from Team Root Gaming. When you make maps, can you choose the music that's used? In the top left-hand location, it's the Yellow Zerg player oGsjookTo, trying to make a comeback. Can he make it happen? This is Brood War music, isn't it? I was gonna say, I'm like, what? I like it. I'm bobbing my head. This map is Breaking Point by Mereel. I can't tell if this guy's being sarcastic in the chat. It's a pretty funny comment. Anyway. I just love this music. Can we just listen to it? Sick. Alright, okay, it's Breaking Point. Let's look at this map a little bit. I just want to listen to this music. Why disturb this music with my voice? The music tells a story. Y'all can't hear it? It's so loud in my headphones. Y'all really don't hear it? Y'all even want me to talk? This is so much fun! I love this music, I'm sorry. I know I should be commentating that there's a Bailey nest on the way in 10 lings. That was fun. oGsjookTo taking down the game, which means oGsjookTo ties it up 2-2, of course, going for that Baneling bust. I love the music so much in that map that I decided to let the music take over and just focused on the camera work. oGsjookTo is some really nice play there, going for that Baneling bust. MotM did not have enough, which means we're going to a Game 5 and ace match of this best of 5. The winner of the next game will take home all that prize money. There's lots of money on the line here in the September Map of the Month tournament. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, it's going to be Game 5 between oGsjookTo and MotM. We'll see you in the next game. Alright guys, welcome back to Game 5 of this best of 5. The winner of this takes home first place. The loser gets second. In the middle left-hand location, we have the purple Terran player MotM from Team Root Gaming. Was up 2-0 in this series, but now he's tied 2-2. Against his opponent in the bottom right-hand location, it is the yellow Zerg player oGsjookTo. Showing some pretty impressive all-in type play. Able to even up the series. Was down 2-0, now equalizing it at 2-2. Can he finish off the game and the series and complete the best comeback ever seen in StarCraft 2? Just kidding. It wouldn't be the best comeback ever seen in StarCraft 2. On this map! Ha! Maybe. In this tournament. On this day. Casted by myself. MotM opening up with the 2 Rex. oGsjookTo gonna spawn it. Gonna start targeting down that SCV. MotM gonna have to send another SCV down to the 3rd base. Oh, SCV about to fall there from MotM. But he does end up keeping it alive. oGsjookTo sending another drone forward to try to deal with this. And I have to sneeze. Drones versus SCVs here. MotM might take down a drone. oGsjookTo has to be very careful. I think, wasn't Rain... No, the best comeback I've ever seen in a game, rather than a series, is Maru. Who did Maru play? Maru versus San, Game 2 on Metropolis. The best StarCraft 2 comeback I have ever seen, and I've casted at least 500 hours of StarCraft 2. That's the best thing I've ever seen. That was last Thursday in the MLG Korean qualifier. Or was it last Tuesday? I don't know. It was this past Tuesday. Yes, it was this past Tuesday. Of course, VODs are free. But yeah, as far as series comebacks, there have been a few. Recently in GSL, I want to say... Actually, hold that thought. MotM is still going to try to be aggressive with this Marine SCV stuff, but oGsjookTo has plenty of lings available to deal with this. MotM is now on the run. 5 Marines here, though. That's going to be enough. And oGsjookTo not going to want to engage that at the watchtower. MotM pulling back those two barracks, adding on that command center on the low ground. oGsjookTo going up in Jones. Both these players adding on their workers. Zergling's trying to get the surround on these Marines here. Are they going to be successful? Not quite, but they are going to end up taking down all these Marines, so I guess they are successful indeed. This Marine desperately trying to stay alive, and oGsjookTo taking early map control in this game. Bunker being added on here from MotM. Just wants to be extra safe. Marine going to pop out. That's going to be enough to fend off these Zerglings for now. Factory incoming from MotM. There it is. Again, these players are tied at 2-2 in this tournament. Winner of this takes it all. oGsjookTo looking good so far. Up 25 to 23 in Harvesters. Held off that 2 ranks with relative ease. Only has 1 guy in gas, which is relatively interesting. Has a spine at his front door just in case. Nice safety move there. MotM adding on the tech lab, continuing with the Marine production. And there's speed being added on by oGsjookTo, slowly but surely adding on his tech. Still prioritizing the economy, but adding on the roach run, 34 Harvesters to 28 right now in favor of oGsjookTo. Is he going to add on a second gas? Yes, he is, and he's mining from both of them. Is oGsjookTo going to go for a Zergling Roach all in? Siege mode is on the way. MotM is going to start a tank very soon. And once that tank gets out, once it has siege mode, I don't see a Zergling Roach attack being incredibly effective. But we'll see what happens here. Baneling Nest as well, so oGsjookTo looks like he's going to go for it, but again, once MotM can get that siege mode out, I mean, he does have a 3rd command center on the way, so his production isn't off the charts. MotM needs to identify exactly what his opponent is doing. A scan would be delicious right now, right here, if he can do it. Right here. Scan maybe right here at the ramp, he could see it. See if any orbital... No scans available. Been using exclusively mules at this point. Marines deciding to leave the base. They want to have some fun. They want to get some damage done. Siege mode is done for MotM. We have 1 tank on the field, a 2nd tank on the way. MotM reinforcing that wall with supply depots. oGsjookTo looks like he wants to go for it right now. Roaches, Lings, a bunch of Banelings about to be morphed in here by oGsjookTo. Now oGsjookTo knows about the tanks. Immediately adds on a layer. Does he abandon this? That is the question. MotM trying to find out what's going on with his SCV. And it looks like oGsjookTo is transitioning, adding on a lot of drones, adding on 2 evolution chambers, realizing that, okay, my opponent made those tanks. He has them sieged up on the high ground. He has 3 barracks wall. This tank would reach the end of this wall. So if Banelings came forward, good target firing from MotM would prevent him from taking too much damage. So oGsjookTo going to be transitioning away from this. Still going to try to deny this 3rd. Leaving 1 Ling there to get smashed by the orbital. Oh wait! Orbitals cannot land on top of Zerglings. Wow. That Zergling just got rocked. Alright. MotM slowly edging out of his base. Leapfrogging with those siege tank. Roaches coming forward here from oGsjookTo. Targeting down 1 tank. Targeting down the 2nd tank. But MotM has too much, and oGsjookTo is forced to back away. 12 Lings in production, infestation pit on the way as well. Now MotM can slowly start expanding towards his opponent, make this a planetary, and then he's right outside his opponent's potential 4th or 5th base. Bunker getting completed there by MotM. But already a hive and a spire on the way for oGsjookTo. At the 12:30 mark, after making all those lings and roaches early, he's only at 60 drones. So really trying to get those fast broodlords out. One about to complete here for oGsjookTo. Gonna start 2-2 right away, I would imagine. MotMM securing this third base, building that wall up. Again, he's probably gonna kill this to go take his fourth, or he could take his fourth back here, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. That's gonna be a very safe expansion to take. Needs to send some Marines over there to clear that up. Probably these few. SCVs even being actually the Zerglings just completely left that location. But again, oGsjookTo is absolutely rushing out broodlords. Oh, the scan just saw the hive, and the Greater Spire just begun. The scan saw the hive and the spire. MotMM has to know what's happening here. MotMM adding on that planetary fortress at the top side of the map. Looks like oGsjookTo wants to be aggressive. Planetary fortress is not yet done. This has been a bane of MotMM's series so far. The planetary fortress just refusing to finish. But finally, it is going to finish up. And MotMM backing up. Oh no, he canceled it and lifted it. Wow. It has been the worst timing. Every time MotMM has tried to get a planetary up in this series, oGsjookTo has hit right before it finishes. And he's unable to finish it. Tries to re-land it, but he has never been able to get it up. Now he needs to land in planetary. 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 Ah! Can't watch it. Can't watch it. Can't watch it. oGsjookTo taking back Watchtower control. MotMM very secure on this basis. How do you really engage the Terran? Okay, planetary finally on the way. Will it get finished this time? And it looks like 11 broodlords on the way, and there's no Vikings. MotMM scanned the fast hive, scanned the spire. Only one starport. Should probably have a second at this point in time, and he might be completely caught off guard by these broodlords, and he's even moving out. MotMM scans, he only sees queens, he doesn't see the broodlords. Okay, just now starting Vikings, realizing, okay, something's up. And guess what's up? Those broodlords are up. And now MotMM, he's gonna run. He can't engage that. These tanks might be dead. Vikings trying to get out. But MotMM's gonna have to forfeit every single one of these tanks. Only has Marines and Marauders here. Queen's gonna start falling. There's no infestors here. Keep that in mind. But these queens can transfuse these broodlords all day long. 2 starports being added on by MotMM, but it might be a little bit too late. He needed those 2 minutes ago to start producing those Vikings to deal with these broodlords. The links coming in here from oGsjookTo. He's up 194 to 169 supply. oGsjookTo has so much in the air. The Queen's going to start targeting down these Vikings. They're going to fall without too much trouble. MotMM, 4 starports on the way. Really wants to get the Vikings out on the field to deal with these broodlords. Does not want to lose this game after being up 2-0 in the series. Does not want to let oGsjookTo take 3 wins in a row and complete a heroic comeback. But it looks like oGsjookTo might be able to. MotMM has absolutely no response to these broodlords from above. These orbital command is going to fall. MotMM making 3 Vikings at a time. oGsjookTo still has plenty of queens underneath these broodlords. The only weakness is that he has no infestors, but he doesn't even need them at this point. As long as he can keep those broodlords alive with transfuse. MotMM trying to drop some Marines underneath the broodlords. That's not going to be enough. More transfuses going down from oGsjookTo. MotMM has those Vikings, but again, it's just not enough as there's so many broodlords still alive, so many queens transfusing them. 9 Corruptors on the way as well for oGsjookTo. So even if the Viking count gets a little bit better, the Corruptors will be able to clean them up. And oGsjookTo up 139 to 107 in that supply. 20-minute mark of the game. oGsjookTo was down 2-0 in this series. Came back to tie it up 2-2 in map of the month September. And he is on the verge of completing the comeback and taking the series 3-2. MotM refusing to give up, but it's only a matter of time. More and more Corruptors being added on. The Queens alone might be enough to deal with the Vikings, the Marines and Marauders. The Marines, I should say, trying to get it close enough to target fire these Broodlords, but there's 4 more on the way. MotM with some impressive micro here. The Marines get a stim from the high ground, and the Queen's just going to back up, and 3 Vikings just fell there for MotM. Scan going down, sees the additional Broodlords. MotM getting pressed back into his natural expansion, trying to stim forward to take down a Broodlord or 2. But, again, just so much here from MotM. The Broodlings, again, they're essentially free. It's the Broodlords you have to kill. MotM desperately trying to stay alive, getting a Thor on the field. That's pretty much what he needed, but it's going to die incredibly fast. Another Viking coming out, but the Vikings at this point, they're just dissolving. As soon as they come out of the starport, and there's the GG from MotM. oGsjookTo completing the comeback, going to take the series 3-2. And yes, Droid803 in the chat saying that MotM scanned the hive, Inspire, but ignored it. And he's right. He's right. MotM scanned the hive and the spire. And the beauty of that was, right when the scan went away, oGsjookTo started that greater spire. MotM caught completely off guard by the Vikings, and oGsjookTo completes the comeback, takes map of the month September 3-2. The best comeback I have ever seen in my life. Just kidding. JK. It's a good comeback, though. It was a very solid comeback. And oGsjookTo will be your champion of map of the month September. MotM getting 2nd place. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. Of course, that concludes our tournament. Thoughts will be there. There. VODs will be there. Follow me here and there. You can email me there. You can follow me there. My name is there. I work for them. And I'm on there. That team right there or there. Of course, if you want to play some games on StarCraft 2, I'm always in channel Root, channel MLG, channel TAMU. You can also add me on Battle.net, North American server. My character ID info should be, if you're watching this on Team Liquid, it should be in the description down there. If I'm blind, rub it in. Why don't you? It's pretty funny. It says fish market. That's going to do it for map of the month September. Thanks for tuning in. It's been fun.